Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Battle of the Green Fork on Westeros Total War. We're going to be playing as House Lannister here today and hopefully throwing back the Starks. Now we have 2 units of Burned Men and Stone Crows courtesy of Tyrion Lannister. 2 more units of Golden Tooth Infantry, 2 Tarbeck units, and 5 units of Westerland infantry. 2 Westerland archers, 4 units of Lannister heavy cavalry, and obviously the general unit. So welcome to the Battle of the Green Fork, one of my favourite battles in the books. I was really gutted when they knocked Tyrion Lannister out, because he's actually a fantastic, he's a really good military commander in the books, Tyrion Lannister, but I completely understand why they had to knock him out in the books, because at that point the show had no budget so they only could do a limited number of battles. So I completely understand, because he was actually really quite competent in the Battle of the Green Fork, took an entire flank, controlled it, and did relatively quite well. He didn't get knocked out and missed the battle. But guys, this is not meant to be 100% historically accurate, as I've been banging on about in every video. I just want to reiterate and make sure no one gets confused. So these videos should be taken with a pinch of salt. The game engine also has a limited capacity, so sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video, of course. So we're coming up against the Starks, have some Barrowlands, Karstark infantry, Umber, but we're in a pretty good position. Hopefully we can throw back the Starks here today. Obviously, historically in the books, this was a decisive victory for the Lannisters. Obviously, Robb Stark did give them the win, which in my opinion, Robb Stark shouldn't have sacrificed that many amount of men for this battle. But I'll get onto that in a sec. So if you haven't gone and checked out the Battle of the Fist of the First Men, the Battle of Oxcross, also have done Hard Home in the previous weeks. And the upcoming, I've got some more as well for this Westeros massive custom battle scenario series. So we're doing obviously the Battle of the Green Fork. In the next episode, we're going to do the Battle of the Whispering Wood. I completely forgot. If this video gets 200 likes within 24 hours, I'll do a dub upload. I'll release that Battle of the Whispering Wood as soon as this video hits 200 likes. If 200 likes, getting a little bit tongue-tied, my apologies. If it doesn't within the 24-hour time limit, no matter, I will release it in a couple of days regardless. So, holding up the line here, got the Vale of Arryn, mercenaries, the Stone Crows and the Burn Men in the front line. Then I have House Tarbeck and the house from the Golden Tooth and the Golden Pass. And then the Westerland cavalry just behind. So guys, obviously the Battle of the Green Fork was a conflict in the War of the Five Kings. It was in 299 AC after Aegon's landing. It was on the eastern bank of the Green Fork between the Twins and the inn at the crossroads. It was a decisive Lannister victory because Robb Stark sacrificed his men, of course. The combatants and the commanders was Lord Tywin Lannister for the Lannisters, Sir Gregor Clegane, Kevin Lannister, Adam Marbrand, and Tyrion Lannister. Roose Bolton was the commander for the Starks, with Sir Willis Manderley, Lord Serwyn, Harrison Karstark, and a Lord Hornwood actually died in the battle. The Lannisters had 20,000 men strong, 7,500 roughly cavalry, 300 mountain men. That's what they are. They're called mountain men clansmen. I couldn't think of what their actual group name was, such as the Wildlings. Now I do have my cavalry on the flank here. The Starks are pushing up. We've got the stakes down. My Westerland cavalry should be able to beat the Starks on open ground. The Lannisters have better armoured plating, but the Starks do have obviously better two-handed swordsmen and axemen. The Lannisters had 12,000 men on foot. Obviously, nowhere near the match for the actual Starks because they sacrificed most of their army in this. So the Stone Crows are attacking. My archers are volleying after every shot. Guys, let me know in the comments what other battles you'd like me to do on Westeros Total War in this series. I'm sure there's a couple of battles that I haven't done. I have done a fair few, so if you haven't gone and check them out, highly recommend you do. But let me know what else. Now I'm going to flank around here. I have my second line of Westerland Knights not doing anything. So what I'm going to do, my front line seems to be pinning them down quite well. We've got a cavalry engagement of the left-hand flank. The Dreadfort House Bolton's unit has engaged me. We'll try pivot around, and we will move with my Westerland Knights. Now, my knights on the western flank getting engaged to a melee unit. I don't want that whatsoever. We've obviously got the Stone Crows in the front line, so we can let them do most of the dying and the fighting in the vanguard, of course. Still seems pretty even, this battle. Okay, they're starting to buckle on the centre. We'll quickly throw on my Westerland Knights now. My foot knights. We're slowly moving around here. Come on, brave men of House Lancaster. Let's throw back the Yorkish scum. Obviously, that's what they're based off. Obviously, it's Stark and Lannister, but it was based on... A lot of Game of Thrones was based on history, especially medieval English and Scottish. The Red Wedding was the Black Dinner in Scotland. There's a whole comparison list, which is great. So it's not entirely fantasy, to say the least. So they are buckling in the left and centre flank. The right-hand side of the Stark Guard are still putting up a pretty good fight. I'm throwing in my House Tarbeck, the Golden Pass, the Golden Tooth Infantry, and the Westlands. I'm going to move my cavalry up. They have exposed the unit of their levies. The Barrowland. I'm quite happy and competent to send my general in. He will do quite well regardless. They are shaken. Hit them and hit them hard. Okay, let's fall back there. Maybe we can get a better charge. The left and centre flank looks like it's been broken, but the right hand side is still holding fast. You got to give it to these Starks. Hard to kill, of course. Right, on the left hand flank, that Stark cavalry unit, the Bolton unit to be more specific, but still under the command of House Stark at this point. Throwing more back in. Right, we've got some Tarbeck units that are at the back not doing anything. Also, doesn't necessarily have to be your suggestion for Westeros. I have done other battles on Rome 2 and Medieval 2, so you can leave more suggestions as well. This series by any means is not going to replace my Let's Play campaigns. A very nice charge here. Westerland and Stark Cavalry head on. That was a really nice charge. Still currently doing my co-op with Lionheart X10 on Total War Attila, Age of Charlemagne. I'm taking control of Charlemagne, trying to reforge a kingdom of the Franks, make a kingdom. And he is playing as the Danes, of course. Started off in Scandinavia, in Denmark, and has pushed into Northumbria and pillaging and raping the English factions. Which is great. You should go check it out on my channel if you haven't already. Couple of units still holding on. Their cavalry's doing most of the pulling of teeth, but the double-handed axemen seem to be gone. And at least we've buckled the full line now. That right-hand side held on a lot more than what I would have thought. I'm quite curious to see the stats and the results by the end of it. The casualties sustained and the casualties inflicted. Once that comes up, you're most welcome to pause and have a look at it. Alright. Archers are sitting back here, not really doing overly too much. And the Starks are... Oh, okay. There's a unit of Starks there that haven't quite fled. March is going to have some target practice. Look at that volley. Venomous volley. Oh, wow. Raining fire and death upon the enemy. Nicely done. Fire at will. You don't need a command to loose and aim up. I really do like when they fire like straight on instead of firing up into the sky and having it drop down. If you can get it straight, it looks fantastic, the animation. Tarbeck men and Westerland Knights running down the remaining stragglers. But we have won, and we have prevailed on the day. There's no way the Starks are getting back from this. Mind you, I did give them a more generous number than in the actual battle. Gave them a bit of a fight. Like I said, this is not meant to be historically accurate, just a little bit of fun. So, don't take it to heart. Okay, so there's one unit of Stark cavalry that's holding on the last unit. I'm going to get my archers here to fire upon the Stone Crows. Doesn't bother me if they die. Oh, we've got a couple of them, and victory. Let's end the battle there. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the battle results. Guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and the other series on my channel. If this video gets 200 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the Battle of the Whispering, where we're going to be taking command of the Starks and throwing back some more Lannisters. It should be great fun. So stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.